Hi my YouTube family, welcome to Home Garden and Fashion. This is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion. Today I'm going to talk about how to put lace in the neck of a blouse. Last video I did how to put lace on the hand of a blouse. So we put our own made lace in the hand of the blouse. And now we're going to put the lace in the neck. So for putting the lace in the neck, you need your fabric cut like this. You do not need straight long fabric. You need a wedgie fabric. So wedgie fabric, you're gonna cut it this way. See, the side is wedgie because you cannot put straight fabric in the neck. So like this, you're gonna cut it. This is a sequence fabric, and we added the sequence lace in the hand, so we're adding sequence fabric in the neck as well. So we cut this side out like wedgie. I have done this much, and you see, when you're sewing and your fabric finish, then you add another wedge, and then you continue like this. So for a whole blouse you need 3 or 4 little wedgie pieces. So this one I came up to here, and if you have a hook in your blouse, you need to take it out temporarily. So in order to sew a lace in the blouse, you need to have the blouse, the wrong side of the blouse and the right side of the lace. You stitch them together. And then we're gonna flip just like the hand, if you didn't see my video on how to add the lace in the hand, go back and see that one, then you will understand how to put the fabric, how to sew the fabric with your blouse. So this one up to this side I'm done. Now I'm gonna go to the other side and show you how that side is done. Now here we're gonna just snap it to fold it later. So after you add the fabric, you have to make sure this is the right side of the blouse and this is the wrong side of the lace, but you flip it around so the right side of the lace come to meet the right side of the blouse. Now like this you fold, and I'm gonna stitch it here again to give a little bit of lacy look on the blouse side. So let me finish it here, that way I can show you how it is done. So I needed another wedge. I cut another wedge out. Now these two, see how they are wedgie cut? You sew them together, this wedgie cut, and then you fold it. I have my beautiful looking pin cushion, all different kinds of needles in it. Just pick one needle out of this, and I'll show you how this one is done. So when you stitch them together, you make sure you stitch them the proper way. Now when we're doing like this, we're going to make sure both the fabric lined up correctly. So we need to stitch it like this, so throughout the entire thing they line up correctly. And this is wedgie fabric, so you need to cut a wedge like this and then stitch it together. This is just adding 2 pieces to give more length. I am running out of the lace, so I'm just adding 2 pieces here to give enough length. Like this. You just give simple stitch and add it. Make sure you do 2 times, so it will be a little tough, otherwise it might come out. But at the end you're gonna sew it in the front anyway, so there's not many chances of it coming out. So here I added this. Now I will add this one to the neck. So this is here. You see again the wrong side of the blouse and the right side of this sequin fabric or lace, the lace created from sequin fabric. Now here we're gonna just give basic running stitch here. Later we'll do the hem. Right now we'll just do basic running stitch to the neck. Now you continue throughout the end. Then I'll show you how you need to flip it and give hem. So just you give this a basic running stitch. Like this. Almost there. Now this side I have this hook hole and I have to cover it too. Later I have to make it again new ones. Once you're done with your putting the lace in the neck, you have to take out the hook on top and you have to cover the hook hole, and then later you have to redo them. Now you can run this one under the machine, or you can just hand stitch and do a hem, and I will do hand stitch and hem, much easier. So we're pretty much done with it. Now when you come all the way to the end, you just snap it off like this. Okay, we're done here. Now we will start from here, from this ending, and we will go towards this side. So this, when you start here, first you make sure you lock it up good here so nothing opens up. Okay, so once you give couple of locks, now you're gonna flip it. You flip and you do like the way I showed you previously. So it's up to you how wide you want your lace to be. I don't want it to be too wide. I just wanted to just sew a little bit of this fabric. So I'll just fold the most of it inside and have a little bit of a bump, kind of showing different fabric, just like the lace of my saree. So we have a little bit extra here. We'll just snap it off. And later we have to come back and fix that anyway. So we'll leave it like this right now. And later we'll come back and fix it. So here you see when you hold it, if eyeball it, see how much you want to give. You want to fold most of it and give very thin, and then you just fold. And now, and while you're folding and doing, you make sure you stretch it so it doesn't get kind of like squeezed. Now we're doing a hem here. See, we're doing a hem here. Like this. So all you need to do is fold all of these inside, and kind of like ironing in your hand to make it flat and stitch. So here you have to stitch a little bit and fold, and then you stitch a little bit and fold, like that. You have to do it just like the hand we did. You needed a lot of patience and do it slowly. Same with the neck, because you have to make sure it's flat. And sometimes the thread might get stuck because this fabric is not simple fabric, this is sequin fabric, so thread might get stuck. So as you see this one, this is how you have to do the entire row, which might take a little bit of time, might take 30 minutes or more, but this is how you do it. Make sure you press it down properly, and you stitch the side. Keep little bit as you want to show, just little bit of the neck. So this is the hem stitch like this. So let me show you. So this is how it's gonna look like when it comes up. Little bit of this sequence neck also. This will look very fashionable. And this is right now the fashion of wide necks. So this will. Let me finish this entire thing with the hem, and then I'll come and meet you. Now you see I have almost finished all of it, just a little bit left, and this edge also I have patched it up. So the neck is almost finished, and I'm gonna do this little bit and then put the last hook to show you, because I had to take out that hook. So as you see, this turned out to be very big and wide, and that's the fashion now, wide neck. And in that neck, if you put this pretty sequence lace, but your saree has to have the same lace in order to make it look good, and the blouse neck will have the same lace and the hem. So here I'm gonna show you a little bit the same thing I did all around. I show you at the beginning, and then I finish all of it, just a little bit left, and showing you that. Now what you have to do is put it down, press it, and push it all the way in, depending on how much you want. I just want little bit visible, so I just keep little bit. I don't want too wide. Now this, just go around like this, and I have to do little and hold, and then do it, little and hold and do it. This is not something you can rush. It's something you can do in front of the TV, and it might take 30 minutes to do it the whole round, because you have to do it carefully. So now I'm almost there, a little bit more, and then we'll end it with putting the hook back on, because you have to take out the hook to stitch it, and then you have to put the hook back on. Always use the matching thread, so you cannot see it, it's not going to be visible. Now this is the very end. Here we'll patch it up the side and put the hook. Make sure you fold it right, otherwise it's gonna come out. So this fabric, as you see, this fabric will be very difficult to show it in your machine. So this fabric is better. Just do it by hand stitch and do a hem, so you cannot see the side. Now as we are at the end, we'll do like this, and then we will put the hook back on. Something holding it. Okay, now we're done. So this gives little bit of beautiful edging of the same lace. Now you seal the side like this. Just a basic stitch, just a sealing the side. Now after you seal the side, then you go back in the back side, and now here you will put back your hook. The hook, you took it off to put the lace, you put back the hook. Go back to my other video which says how to put hook on a saree blouse and learn properly how to put hook, but here also you can learn it here. I am gonna do this anyway, so I'll just might as well show you. You see the hook has 2 holes at the bottom. You just stitch those holes to the fabric, and then you go in the middle and stitch the middle as well to the fabric. So like this, you give about 10 patches to each side. Go through that hole, this side the same, go through that hole. Now we go through the middle, and like this. Now we go through the middle. Like this. So like this, we're done with the hook. So as many times as you can give, so the hook is very sturdy. Now you don't want to overdo it, but you don't want to do it less either, because suppose you went somewhere and the hook rip off, and that won't be very nice. So you have to make sure before you wear your saree that your blouse hooks all sturdy. So we're done with that. And this side I did it. Now let's see how it looks. Wow, it looks gorgeous. Look at this. It really looks pretty. So this blouse turned out really pretty. So we did the hand, we put lace on the hand on the other video, and then we put the matching lace on the neck. And now we have a blouse with beautiful sequins lace in the neck and lace in the head. I hope you enjoyed making this one with me. And next I have this black net saree. I will make the sequins lace to put on that next net saree next. So thank you so much for joining me. This is Melody from Home Garden and Fashion, and don't forget to like and subscribe, so as soon as I make my videos you will get email in your inbox. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a great day.